Wrestling on weed.
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 Wrestling on weed. Subscribe today. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem.
Wrestling.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Mr. HD, and I got the homie PH to the Z in the building with me. What's going on, Physics? How you doing, good brother?
What up, world? It's your boy Physics, aka Dom Sicario. How y'all doing?
Let's go. Shout out to Dom Sicario, aka Dom Mysterio. Man, so we have a lot of stuff to go over. Well, kind of a lot of stuff. We have some big stuff to touch up on. Remember, the last time I saw you guys, we talked about the breaking news about Vince McMahon doing a hostile takeover of the company. Physics, before we get too deep into things, I'd like to ask everybody watching, when you come in and watch this later, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, all that good stuff. But Physics, I haven't got your opinion on what happened. We've been talking about these things possibly happening, potentially happening for a while, and to see some of them come to fruition, i.e. Vince McMahon basically kicking some people out and bringing some of his people in so he can have majority voting shares, and when it comes to shareholders and different things like that. What do you think about all this, man, and how it's playing out?
The only positive I can see is whenever this gets sold, hopefully whoever buys it goes, we're not playing the game of if we buy it from you, you can have creative. It's like we're only buying it from you if we can do what we want to do, and that's having you out of it. Because I mean, that's Dave Meltzer kind of said that a lot of people are worried that that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to sell, and as soon as he sells, it gets a guarantee that he can go back to doing the creative parts of it.
The Dana White thing.
He's not doing anything right now other than being a part of the board. He is the majority owner, so no sell is going to go without him. It's kind of how Robert Sarver is with the Suns. Until the Suns are fully sold, we can't do any trades without him giving the okay, and the Suns are most likely not getting sold until after the trade deadline. So we're kind of stuck, and I feel like that's how WWE fans are feeling right now. They're kind of stuck at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
We're kind of stuck at the moment because Vince is there, and I feel like because he created it, he wants to be the one to sell it. But I'm just looking forward to it being sold so we can just move on from Vince McMahon altogether.
Yes, I 1000% agree with you on that. So let's do some follow-up stories on that, because we didn't get to cover everything because there was so much stuff happening. I didn't even get to mention that there was two other shareholders that just actually, or board members, that just dipped out, even after the three that Vince replaced. So now there's only 9 WWE board members, and at least five of them, if you include Triple H and Stephanie, are siding with Vince McMahon, and you include Tony Khan, it makes 6 people. So clearly Vince, Nick Khan, sorry. You add him, then you got 6. So it's like Vince has total control of everything once again. So it is what it is, man. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. We got any other news coming off of that story?
There's been a lot of talks about potential WWE sale, which appears to be serious as the company has hired JP Morgan. And the word is that the company wants to sell before the next round of TV media rights negotiations begin. According to CNBC, there are 3 categories of potential buyers for WWE, which has a market cap of more than $6 billion. That is legacy media companies, streamers, and entertainment holding companies. The list of potential buyers includes Netflix, Fox, who sold many of its entertainment assets to Disney in 2019, Warner Brothers, and Amazon. The list also includes Comcast, which owns Universal, and Disney. Comcast as a potential buyer makes a lot of sense because WWE already has an exclusive streaming deal with Comcast streaming service Peacock and a cable TV deal with NBC Universal's USA network. I actually feel like that probably be the smartest move. Is to be fully under NBC Universal. They've had Raw for damn near outside of the TNN years. They've had Raw since the inception of when USA Network was not under NBC, when it was under NBC Universal. And it feels like it's going that way because they are waiting for the TV deal. And if you're going to take it, you're going to want SmackDown as well, and not have SmackDown floating on Fox. So they're going to want to take that as well. And it would not surprise me if SmackDown ended up on actual NBC on Fridays.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I would not be surprised either. Or
have the lead in be Young Rock, and then boom, wrestling comes on after Young Rock.
Boom. Easy peasy, or vice versa. Something they might want to push Young Rock back, depending on there's kids like to watch that too, so maybe not
8 to 10, and then 10 o'clock Young Rock. Either way, it's gonna work. Or 8 o'clock to 8:30 Young Rock, and then 8:30 to 10. Maybe just cut out 30 minutes. It'll be SmackDown.
They ain't doing that. Advertisers ain't going. That's all the commercial time. That's 30 minutes of the 2 hours. That's all the commercials. They like hell no. But yeah, so that's interesting. I'm for WWE being sold. Obviously, we need to just get that done. Get Vince McMahon up out of here. Definitely don't have him back in creative. That's an absurd suggestion by anybody. Obviously, he's going to say that. He wants control of everything. He's a psychopath. So, of course, that's what he wants. But should that be what ends up happening? Absolutely not. So I hope that whatever company does end up buying it comes with the deal that he can't be a part of the company in that aspect. So we'll see what happens. Vince is like the Donald Trump of the pro wrestling world. Like, he gonna do what the fuck he want to do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and it's just about smarter people trying to stop him from doing it. You know what I mean? He's kind of like, he's just that. He's a smart dude. That's the problem. Like, he's smart. That's how he pulled the move like this. Like, this was all set up from him. That's why he never sold enough of his shares to where something like this couldn't happen. So he knew what he was doing the whole time. He was never gonna let anybody take WWE away from him. And I get that. You know what I mean? He created what it is now. So I get that on some levels, but he's also a piece of trash human. So we don't want to see him in the position that he's in.
Yeah.
As far as the places that it's sold to, anybody but like Netflix would be a horrible decision. And I heard like Disney, is NBC isn't Disney. That's something else, right? Because is Fox in Disney?
Disney owns Fox.
Disney owns Fox. I was like, I knew something was there. Yeah, Disney owns Fox, but Peacock and NBC, that's all something different. So I hope that they actually get it because, just Disney is just, they destroy everything. So I don't even want WWE. We'll be watching some weird wrestling. Will get really weird and probably unwatchable if Disney is control of it. Kind of like what they did with the MCU the last few years.
Yeah, the only thing Fox owns is Fox News and Fox Channel.
Gotcha.
So, because Disney owns ABC, but all like 20th Century Fox, those outside entertainment Fox things are owned by Disney.
Ah, that's crazy. It's crazy how that works. All right, so
that's why Fox is thinking about trying to get WWE because it'd be one of their major things that they have since they gave everything to Disney. So.
Yeah, that's facts. They definitely need it out of all the companies, but just no Netflix. I don't want to see it on like a Netflix or a Hulu, or it needs to be on network TV. You know what I mean? It's like,
but Netflix is trying to go live now, so they're trying to have
are they trying to do the live TV thing?
They're starting with Chris Rock's comedy thing in March. That's going to be the first live thing they do.
All right. Well, we'll see. They had a pretty tough couple years losing subscribers and stuff just because of, whatever, all the different political reasons or whatever, entertainment reasons.
Well, mostly because they keep canceling shows people like. So.
Yeah, that I feel like that was the biggest thing. Yeah, because, the people always complain.
It's like, I get the I finally get to sit down and watch this show, and then it's like
Yeah.
show's canceled. Don't worry about
Right.
it. Midnight Club. There ain't gonna be no sequel. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's done. Yeah, the only thing they focus on is Stranger Things. They have another season of Stranger Things every time. Them kids gonna be 45. Oh man, gonna be whole adults and shit. So all right, man. Yeah, we've been talking about Vince for the last few days. There's gonna be a lot more coming out of this story. What's up, Gruss? What's up, Mr. Gamer? I see y'all in here. Wild Nation gang. What's up? You know what it is. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot more coming out of this story. Obviously, Vince is not holding anything back at this point. He's like, you either with me or you against me. You know what I mean? Straight like that. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that they'll, I heard, Sam, what's the guy with the afro that works for WWE? I forget his name sometimes. Not Sam
I know you're
Wrestling.
talking Sam
Yeah,
Roberts.
Sam Roberts. Yeah, he was kind of being a shill. I was just watching some live. So he's like, Vince McMahon knows what he's. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of. You work for him. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing from you. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody that works there. You know what I mean? Because those people aren't going to give an honest opinion because they're all terrified of Vince. So, I'd rather hear from podcasters and people who left the company and different things like that and their opinion on this. Because nobody's that works at WWE is about to shit on Vince McMahon and tell the truth about who he actually is because they're trying to keep their jobs. So I don't want to hear anybody that's getting paid by WWE talking about Vince McMahon is this and that. Shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up. Just get your money. We know what it is. You know what I mean? But don't rub it in our faces like, yeah, I mean, we're stupid. You know what I mean? You're going to say what you're going to say because they're cutting your checks. But yeah, what else we got on the news docket today, man?
Switchblade Jay White's contract is up relatively soon.
I called it.
And expected to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling per those in the company. Those that have been spoken to believe both WWE and AEW are interested in getting a former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. However, WWE sources seem confident they would land him. However, that's far from official, as it was noted from sources within multiple companies that they can't officially reach out to him till his deal is up. Till that happens, there's no guarantee he'll leave New Japan Pro Wrestling, but most likely
like
he
Sasha
wants
couldn't talk
to be
to anybody?
in America.
Yeah, I mean, I called it, bro. I said he's gonna be a WWE. Like, that's the dude I want to see from over there being WWE the most. He's a WWE superstar. He fit well in AEW as well. You know what I mean? Plus, he got a bunch of friends over there. But Jay White has potential to be. I mean, I'm not saying it because we got the same last name. I'm saying that because he's awesome. Like, the dude, he looks like a rock star. He acts like he moves and wrestles, and he's a fucking rock star. He got all of that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel that he has massive potential. I don't think that there's anybody like him in WWE right now. Like, there's nobody like just a badass biker looking dude. I mean, you got Dijak in NXT, but he's like a cop or some shit. I don't know what the hell he is. Dijak in NXT doing his thing, but obviously Jay White is on another level. Even in the ring, he's on another level. So I'm super excited about this. I just hope it's true. You know what I mean? Even if he goes to AEW, I'm gonna be psyched. Like, it'd be dope. But him in WWE, Jay White versus Cody Rhodes, Jay White versus his twin Seth Rollins, Jay White versus Roman Reigns. It's just so many matches that he could have. Jay White versus Will Ospreay, because he coming too. I'm calling it now.
Jay has a loser leaves Japan match on February 11th.
That's what I'm saying. And when we first mentioned that, I was like, yeah, he's coming. He's on his way out. I feel like he's the one that's gonna leave. Cause who's he wrestling?
What's the name? Hikaru. The cousins of Tama and all of that. The brothers
yeah, exactly.
of Tama.
So yeah, the Giant. And WWE apparently has interest in him as well. So it was like the rumors first came out that it might be him that might be coming to WWE at sometime soon. But obviously now the reports are that Jay White is actually going to be the one leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think Jay White would be a much bigger star than Hikuleo, and I think Hikuleo's dope. You know what I mean? He's, the big dog.
And Gruss is right. He would need to change his finisher, unfortunately.
What's his finisher again?
It's basically Bray Wyatt's finisher.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's finisher. Yeah, the same fucking move. I just thought about that. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, he got moves. I don't think that's even an issue. Yeah, he got moves. Yeah, man. So I'm excited about that. Jay White in WWE, it seems like a lit situation to me. And they need him. They need somebody like him. They need badasses. Like, they need another Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? Roman Reigns is the only good heel, the only interesting heel in the company.
Dom,
Oh, Dom. Dom is
Dom
but
Sicario.
Dom's like goofy, interesting. Like Roman is like
Would you
serious.
say
Like I
only
take
good
Roman
heel?
serious. Yeah, I did. You're right. You're right. No, Dom is awesome. I love Dom. I can't hate on nothing Dom is doing, even though he's doing everything to make us hate him. But that's the point. You know what I mean? Dom is killing it. We'll talk about him in a minute. What else we got, Fizz?
Fightful Select notes WWE has interest in bringing Tama Tonga of New Japan Pro Wrestling as well, who we just saw go against Carl Anderson to win the never open weight. So it wouldn't surprise me if he also had a talk with him before that match. Like, hey, they want you. You know, there's a guy named Paul wanted me to talk to you for a hot minute. So
Feels like the
there you
forbidden
go with
door.
that.
It's like the never openweight champion's just gonna be a part of WWE for the next however long. Like whoever it is, they just gonna be in WWE.
Win it, you get to go to the E.
Right.
On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said that William Regal's situation has been a topic of discussion internally now that Vince McMahon has come back, and it's unclear how this may affect him.
Poor Will.
So, yeah,
Poor Will.
unfortunate.
Just the timing was it's just like the next week though. Like you just go like, damn. Nobody warned me. Yeah, I got these letters in December. Why ain't nobody tell me?
Shout out to Mercedes Moné, sold out.
Money. Wait a minute.
Kyrie.
It's Mercedes Money. I think she said it was money.
Monet.
I know, because money sounds stupid.
Monet.
Me too. I was saying Monet. It sounds better. I was like, why would she call herself Mercedes Money? Like, are you saying you can afford a Mercedes? I got Mercedes money. Okay. So what's your name? Oh, man. Go ahead, man. Sasha Banks.
And don't throw that brasserie over there and then we just saying money. Like,
right. Yeah,
just take it off.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Observer says Mercedes is expected to work selected New Japan shows as well as the 423 Stardom show at Yokohama Arena. So big things in front of her. As of late November, Fightful Select says Edge versus Finn Balor Hell in a Cell match was penciled in for Royal Rumble, as was a mixed tag between Edge and Beth Phoenix and Balor and Rhea Ripley for February's Elimination Chamber. The site reminds us of the limited dates remaining on Edge's deal because he has a certain amount of things he has to do, though, and that's nothing official until WWE officially announces it themselves. So, I mean, we got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say they better get her done.
It's gonna have to be next week. I understand why they didn't do anything this week because they were going against the National Football Game, and you don't want to do too much, and then people forget.
Was it a game? Was it?
Well, nobody knew what was going to happen.
Was it? Was it really? It seemed like a scrimmage. I don't think.
People thought it was going to be a game.
That shit was a disaster. Oh my God, it was a disaster. Oh my God, it was like more points, and it's all going to one team. That was crazy.
Last night's Raw made this clear, but PW Insider reported that Seth Rollins' knee spot from the January 2nd main event were all a part of a storyline against Austin Theory. Rollins didn't miss last weekend's house shows. He was never scheduled to appear on them, so that's why he wasn't there. Also, Xavier Woods is banged up and not yet 100% clear, which is why New Day hasn't been wrestling lately. It's believed Woods will be good to go by Royal Rumble, if not sooner. And Chelsea Green has been signed to WWE for quite some time and is still awaiting creative per Fightful Select. She's in called Royal Rumble Holding. That's exactly what's going on. So we're not going to see anything about her until the countdown happens and then she comes out. And then we'll start the Chelsea Green era from there. Mandy Rose's first interview since her WWE release hit screens this morning, and she and Tamron Hall discussed as much as they could because she has a confidentiality clause with WWE, so she can only say so much. Mandy claims she was never told that racy content on her fan time page was the reason for her release, but said there was one instance where she was asked to take material down and that she did. as if she felt WWE's stance on her site was hypocritical, given how the company presents her and other women on their PG programming. Rose deferred, saying she has no control over what her employees think is right or wrong. When Tamron Hall described some of what's Mandy Rose's site as provocative and hot, Rose replied that Hall shouldn't believe everything she reads on the internet. Mandy said she posted sexy photos just as she has on her Instagram, but clarified there's no full nudity and that she's never posted anything that will harm her brand. She doesn't believe she was targeted by WWE and wouldn't say she was wronged by the company either, but agreed with Hall that she was hurt from it. She confirmed that she did make a milli in 2.5 weeks. She danced around the issues of how that compared to her WWE pay, but admitted it would take me a while for sure to make $1 million from wrestling. So that tells you everything. For her, this experience has reinforced the importance of controlling her name, image, and likeness, and she looks forward to controlling her brand and her interactions with fans going forward. They asked if she will return to WWE. She hit the old never say never, but clarified that if taking down her site was a condition of a return, it would have to be a conversation. And that conversation would be, you need to pay me
bitch.
as more as I'm making from this
you
website.
See these receipts? You
I'm
gonna
gonna end up being the
compensate
highest
me.
paid woman in WWE.
That's it. History,
So,
because ain't nobody getting. Yeah, man. I don't think they ever paid nobody. What is Becky? Well, no, I think Becky gets paid $1 million plus.
Yeah, Becky's around $1 million, Ronda's $1 million. I think Charlotte's $1 million.
Charlotte, yep, because that's the money she was trying to get. So, yeah, she would have to.
And they couldn't give that to Sasha.
Yeah, right. That's my whole thing.
I'm gonna
like,
say.
this
That's
shit's
all
wild,
I'm
man.
gonna
Shit's
say.
wild, bro. And they better give it to Bianca. Like, she should be next in line too. Like, it's just you can't, like, I don't get, like, I love Becky Lynch. I love Charlotte Flair. You know what I mean? I don't love Ronda Rousey, but I get it, name value.
As far as like women's like popularity for wrestling, like there's the top tier. Top tier is Becky Lynch, is Ronda Rousey because of everything she brings in.
Her name. Yeah.
And it's Sasha Banks. Those are the top tier. Then under that is Charlotte and it's Bianca. Then under that is Jade and everybody else like Bailey and all of that.
I would probably put Charlotte and Bianca on that top tier with the rest of them.
I would say not yet. I would say not yet. Bianca's
Charlotte
getting
is a 15-time world champion. What?
She's a 15-time world. I'm talking about big outside of wrestling. Like they have a name outside of wrestling. That top tier.
Charlotte Flair. Flair.
Yeah, because of Ric Flair. But if you went to nobody that showed a picture and be like, who's this person? They'd be like, I don't know.
The people don't watch wrestling. Yeah, I mean, she's not.
That's
what
I'm saying.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
The top ones I said, they have things
or more
outside
recognizable. Okay, I see what you're saying. Saying.
Yeah. Bianca's getting there because she has a lot of shit,
and she's doing a reality show, and
she's in a bunch of commercials, so that helps.
True.
Like with Charlotte, I mean, you can only see so many cricket commercials, and if
Charlotte don't really do shit. Yeah, she don't do shit.
They tried to get her into acting, but her acting wasn't
not
that
good at it.
So yeah, Becky is.
Becky definitely is. I think Bianca would be a good actress. You know what Bianca reminds me of? She reminds me of the black girl from Scary Movie. What's her name?
Regina Hall.
Regina Hall, yeah. She reminds me of Regina Hall. She kind of got that vibe to her. So I could see her doing some stuff, especially like some comedies, you know what I mean? Like I could definitely see her doing some shit, you know what I mean, in Hollywood or whatever. If she's interested in doing that. She's an athlete at heart. What else we got in the news today?
That was it.
That's
it. That's everything.
All right, man. Then you know what time it is, baby. It's time for the blunt ratings for Monday Night Raw.
It's time for the Blunt Ratings. If this is your first time tuning in, this is how the Blunt Ratings work. We take each show and break them down into 5 categories: matches, promos and backstage segments, storytelling, commentary, and the crowd. For each category, each show can get up to 5 blunts. The average score of those 5 categories stands as the official Blunt Rating. Those are the rules. Now let's get right into tonight's edition of the Blunt Ratings.
We want the smoke.
Talk to him.
We want the smoke. We want the smoke.
Come on, Charlie.
Yo, oh shit, wrong camera. I got my other camera up there. There we go. All right, so we back for the blunt ratings. We gonna go through Monday Night Raw real quick as possible because that was a long ass 3 hours last night. Last night. It was long, and I'm watching in the casino, and I'm crushing them at the poker table last night, just crushing them. And yeah, I mean, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, and I'm just like, yo, why does it feel like 6 hours has passed and the show's still on? What is happening? It was long. A bunch of stuff happened. I don't know if any of it was that interesting outside of
I don't think a lot of stuff happened. I feel like this was a very bare show.
Is that what it was? A lot of stuff didn't happen because I was like, only thing that was interesting was the fucking Uncle Howdy shit, and that was just weird. So we'll run down all of it, man. The show started off with a match that I could care less about because it was a match between. Well, I love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is awesome, but he was going up against Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin.
Yeah, your boy came back, JBL.
Yeah, Lord Jesus, he did. JBL.
And shout out to Kevin Owens for just putting his head on the turnbuckle and just.
He was like, "Bro, can
just
y'all
laying
shut
there.
the fuck up?" Oh my God, it was just. He was just like.
But did you know that Roman Reigns fact?
Roman Reigns what?
About Corbin? Oh yeah, you couldn't hear it. The fact that Corbin is the only person to hold a pinfall victory over Reigns in the last 3 years.
When did he beat Roman Reigns?
3 years ago. That's he's the
Roman
only
Reigns
one.
Wasn't cool then, huh? He wasn't the tribal chief. Is that what? Because he ain't beat the tribal chief.
Yeah, he wasn't full tribal chief.
Okay,
yet.
I was about to say I know Baron fucking Corbin ain't beating no tribal chief. I would have.
No,
I was like, how did we get here?
He got in before then, but then that streak, he hasn't had a pinfall since in 3 years.
Why haven't they used that for Baron Corbin? Like, well, because I guess he's not.
They used it last
Roman.
night.
They finally brought it up. That's true. That's crazy. That's wild. They have to do something to make him interesting because Lord knows his gimmick is just a mess at this point. I don't know what the fuck Baron Corbin is. Like, is he rich? Is he happy? Is he poor? Is he dusty? Is he just an asshole? I don't know what the fuck he is.
If they were smart, they would because you got to have some fodder matches until we get to WrestleMania. It wouldn't if Baron can just keep antagonizing Roman, being like, "Yo, it could be a quick match. It don't have to be a banger." Right. But we know Roman. Roman likes bangers no matter what.
Banger after banger. That's facts.
If he's gonna do it for Logan Paul, he'll do it for Baron Corbin. Facts. But you can just have Baron Corbin and JBL just constantly nagging him like, "Hey, we beat you. Got beat by him. Until you can beat him, then you can't say anything. He's up because he's the last person to pin you, and then you just have a match, and of course Roman's gonna win. But hey." But it has to be a reason they brought it up.
I don't think that even really. I don't even really. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even really think that does anything for anybody. That just takes the heat away from Corbin that he needs badly. So it's like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if you put him Roman, he's just a body, and Roman needs bodies.
And Baron Corbin is the master of the mid card at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess it is what it is. You know what I mean? He's just a loser. But he's so good, man. I used to fucking, cape for Baron Corbin because I just feel like he had a dope move set. He's great on the mic, and I just don't know, like the Lone Wolf shit was way better. I understand his hair was receding, so he had to cut it. You know what I mean? The hairline was a struggle. I get it, brother. I'm with you. You know what I mean? Struggle hairline gang. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, he can't be the Lone Wolf if he ain't got no hair. You know what I mean? So I get it. They had to drop that gimmick. But he's not connected with me, so I guess just feeding him to Roman isn't that bad of an idea, actually. But these two had a match, and after the commercial break, Owens hit Corbin with a cannonball. His patent can you call that patent? No, everybody does it. Cannonball in the corner. Owens went to the top rope, but Corbin cut him off. Then Corbin attempted a suplex, but Owens fights him off from doing it. Then Owens hit him with a headbutt, and Corbin, took a little weak ass bump at that point. Then Owens hit a swanton for a good near fall. Not really that believable, but then ultimately Corbin countered and hit him with a DDT after almost got hit with a clothesline, and that got a 2 count. Then Owens fought back and hit the ropes, but Corbin countered. Hit him with a deep 6 for a near fall. It was a good near fall, but I didn't really believe that Kevin Owens is going to lose this fucking match at any point, honestly. They're building him up for a much bigger story than what the fuck Baron Corbin is doing. Corbin was pissed off, so then he started punching, slugging Owens. Then, Corbin picked him up, and, that was probably a bad idea because Kevin Owens got to be standing up to hit his finishing move. So why would you stand him up, you idiot? So he caught him with a stunner. Kicked him in the gut, caught him with a stunner. 1, 2, 3. That was it. It's like, you dummy. He's on the ground. None of his finishing moves come from the ground. Just keep him there. It's like, so. But that's Owens just rolled out the ring immediately at that point. He noticed the Usos, Jay Uso was coming down to the ring or whatever. Jimmy blindsided him anyway. Then Solo joined in, and they just start beating the shit out of Kevin Owens like they do.
Homie took Homeboy's shoe, took it off his foot. And smacked,
he did.
Smacked Jay upside the head with it, and then grabbed the chairs and was able to even it up.
Yeah. So this is a good segment. Once the Usos popped up. The match was whatever, but I'm all in on Kevin Owens right now. I wouldn't even be mad if he took one of the belts off of Roman. I know it's gonna be Cody, but I wouldn't be mad if it was Kevin Owens. Honestly, I feel like he deserves it. Over a lot of people, Kevin Owens has been awesome, throughout the duration of his WWE career, and I don't feel like he's been rewarded right.
Yeah, and I think the last 3 Royal Rumbles he's faced Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in a one-on-one?
Yeah, in a one-on-one. They were both for the Universal Championship. One time he had it. They're 1-1 right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fact. So this would be the rubber match for the Royal Rumble one-on-one matches.
Yep.
That's dope. Yeah, I like that. See, that's synergy. I like that. That's good synergy right there in wrestling.
By accident, because I don't think they planned any of this.
Hell no. Vince McMahon was in charge. None of this was a plan. It's all accident. Everything good that happens is an accident for this company. What do we have after that? Yeah, we saw the Bloodline leaving. Adam Pearce stopped him, and he was like, oh, you motherfuckers like coming over here starting shit, because obviously they a SmackDown team. They on Raw cause of trouble, but they do have the SmackDown or the Raw tag team titles as well. But that's when Adam Pearce said, we got a little situation here, players, because since you like to harass us over here at Monday Night Raw, where we doing our thing, and you sticking your nose all up in our business, you gonna be putting those Raw tag team titles on the line. You see what I said there? Because I didn't say tag. I said specifically the Raw tag team titles, which I absolutely love this idea. I'm glad they're splitting it up, because you're gonna add 2 titles, like just put them on 2 different. Like Raw ain't got no champions, basically. They're tag team champions and they're world champions on SmackDown most of the time. So they definitely need to do this. This was smart. But he said they're going to have a tag team turmoil match to decide the number 1 contender for the Usos Raw Tag Team Championships. And that was going to be happening tonight. So it's good stuff there. Then we had... they showed a video package of Alexa Bliss attacking Bianca Belair. Now, Fizz, I want to know what you thought about this segment here, because Alexa Bliss climbed up onto the commentary table with the microphone, and she said, Bianca Belair is the Raw Women's Champion, but she's the only one here. She busted Belair's face and sent her into hiding. Belair doesn't need to be afraid of Bray Wyatt or Uncle Howdy. Belair needs to be afraid of me. Bliss says, she is the face of evil. She also said something about, she got the whole world in her hands and won't be afraid to tear more scars into Belair's face to take the Raw Women's Championship. So she was more sinister, more evil, and then we got the graphic on the screen or whatever, some weird, creepy sounding promo from Uncle Howdy, and then we got the Monday Night Raw debut of Uncle Howdy, and he just was doing some stuff in his little suspenders and holding them, and
Gone.
And
Commercial
just
break.
laughing. And that was it. Commercial
Pizza
break.
Hut.
I was like, so what's gonna happen? That's it. So did he just walk backstage? So what did he do? Why is he here? So that was it. You know what I mean? That was it. No explanation afterwards. No. These motherfuckers don't know what they doing. I feel like some of this shit is written just at the day of the show. Well, I know that for a fact that's what be happening sometimes, especially when Vince was there. But some of this stuff is just like, man, do y'all think about like the transitions and how that's gonna land? It just didn't land. Like, at least cut back to commentary and have them be like, so, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. Can you figure out what's going on? I don't know what's going on either. Like, at least have them do that instead of just cutting to commercial and acting like coming back and then we acting like nothing happened. It's like none of that creepy shit. Who the fuck is Uncle Howdy? You got a wrestling show going on. Who's this creepy dude just showing up to your show with smoke and shit? You got smoke machines working for this? He's clearly on the roster. Just tell us who he is. Oh, but that's something we didn't talk about in the news, Fizz. I almost forgot.
You think he's wrestling at Royal Rumble?
Uncle Howdy? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That can't happen. Now you got me intrigued, though. I'm like, is Bo gonna? Because it's Bo Dallas. Everybody, spoiler alert. I'm sorry. It's Bo Dallas. He was backstage at Monday Night Raw yesterday. It's clearly who you know who it is. It still could be one of those guys from Impact Wrestling, the tag
Vincent.
team over there. Yeah, Vincent. It still could be him, but I'm putting my money on Bo Dallas.
I actually think they've switched it between the both of them.
I feel like
at
they've done
times.
that too, trying to figure it out.
Because when he attacked Bray Wyatt, I know for a fact that was Bo Dallas. But the first time he came out, I was like, that's not Bo Dallas. It was like the length of beards and stuff like that. There's a lot going on. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, yeah, they definitely pulled some switcheroos there. I think they're just trying to figure stuff out. That's what I'm saying. They're just
Russ says it's
figuring this
Cameron
out as they
Grimes.
go. I mean, the way he walks and stuff with the suspenders and and we haven't seen Cameron Grimes. I mean, it's also a possibility. Like and how short he is and all that. Like I felt like Bo Dallas was a little bit taller than what we saw from Uncle Howdy, but I just assume, I don't know, man. There's some possibilities, man. I would be with any of those guys. Giving Cameron Grimes something cool, that would be a drastic change for his character, though. So
Bo Dallas is 6'1", Cameron Grimes is 6 feet.
Oh, really? Damn,
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes is tall. I'm 6 feet. I felt like he was shorter than me. He looks like a short guy, but I could be wrong. Obviously, I am. So, yeah, this was all interesting. I want to know what they're going to do. I'm still interested in the Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy stuff, even though it's not as interesting as it was when we were searching up QR codes and trying to figure out cryptic messages and shit, but it's entertaining for what it is. It's just so short. We get like 2 minutes of something, and then it's just like, wait to see you next week. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, give us the story. Stop dragging it out so long. But anyways, we had Bailey with damage control, and she beat the shit out of Michin. Michin got some offense in. She looked pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like
she kicked the field goal for a national
yeah.
football game.
Facts. She
It was
definitely
good.
did. Yeah, she was good. Kicked the shit out of Bailey. But yeah, this match was pretty good, man. She got some offense in early. They made Mia Yim look really good.
Yeah.
I think the crowd kind of got behind her towards the end of the match, and I was happy for her. She looked good. She's obviously a damn good in-ring performer, so I'm, give her props on that. But she did take the L because, Damage Control was out there being assholes and distracting and whatever. So once Bailey planted her face into the mat with the rose plant and got the 1, 2, 3 Damage Control, just continued to beat the shit out of her because that's what they do. They're assholes. And what happened after that? Oh yeah, that's when we saw. Well, they did announce that Johnny Gargano is injured with an AC sprain. Thankfully, it's nothing extremely serious. He'll just be out a few weeks. So hopefully he can get back soon with that from that injury. Kathy Kelly was backstage with Candice LeRae. He's bummed that he can't participate in the tag team turmoil match. Who would his tag partner be? I guess Dexter Loomis, I'm assuming, if he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said he's looking forward to the Rumble though, so thankfully he'll be back. That's when Rhea Ripley pulled up on her and said she's going to check on her Latino heat before his interview on Miz TV, but she had to stop to cut off LeRae's delusions. LeRae says says she has as much of a chance as Rhea has. That's cap as fuck, first of all. Ripley says the only chance LeRae has is getting her pixie wig ripped off. LeRae doesn't want, she ain't want to rate to the Rumble. She said, let's do this shit tonight. And then they had a match. And yeah, you could probably imagine how that went.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. Like Candice LeRae, I love when she had the little flurry in the corner. We'll get into it, but yeah, she's her gift to Dom will be beating the pixeled pixie, or whatever. Then yeah, we had the United States champion Austin Theory backstage. He was coming out next. He definitely is fighting John Cena because like the first thing he said was the champ is here. I was like, oh, so okay, we're still doing this thing. We're still doing. Clearly, you were doing.
So.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what's happening, right? I'm not tripping. Like,
I mean, they keep saying it's Logan Paul and John Cena, but nobody wants that.
First
so
of all,
hopefully Logan Paul can keep getting into trouble.
Yeah, he needs to stay away from everything. Like he's a scammer. Like let's just call it what it is.
Hell out of Puerto Rico.
Bro, I've been I was the one who was bringing all that up. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that. Like, how is Logan Paul and Bad Bunny on the same show? They bringing Bad Bunny into the right. Them dudes don't like each other. They had a real life beef over who is scamming a whole country of people. So it's like, how are you?
And we all know who he actually is.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna side with Bad Bunny on this, seeing as he doesn't have any prior record of scamming people, and Logan Paul's list is about as long as my arm. So
dude
and my
bought
arms
a pig
are long.
and then had to have the Humane Society come and find a pig.
Bro, I just saw that today. I'm like, nigga, you bought a giant pig and just left it to roam the earth like by itself. You're a piece of shit. Logan Paul is a piece of shit. Got called out by CoffeeZilla. Shout out to CoffeeZilla. Those videos, man, that editing is phenomenal. That dude is great at what he does, or his editors. Him and his editors are great. But yeah, I watched the whole shit, and I'm like, yo, this dude is a finesser. He's the ultimate finesser. Then came out and apologized, took the apology back, said he was suing some people, then took that back. Like, this dude's crazy. Like, he can wrestle, but Vince McMahon is also a good wrestling promoter, and I don't need either one of them around. Sometimes you can be good at your job, and I still don't want to fuck with you. So
yeah,
that's what it is. Like, they're just bad people, man. Logan Paul's not a good dude. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't gonna say he's a total, shit, but you can't steal for people with way less money than you, and then get caught and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. You already rich. I don't get it. What's the point? But anyways, man, that's my Logan Paul rant. But Theory is definitely going up against John Cena. Seth Rollins came out in a Seth Rollins outfit. You know what I mean? Looking like Seth Rollins be looking. You know what I mean?
Fly.
I mean,
fly.
It wasn't that bad last night. It wasn't
Isley
that bad.
Brothers fly.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad last night. He was kind of fly last night. The glasses was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Definitely out of Becky's collection. But you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Like I said, like Isley Brothers fly. You seen that picture with them when they had the shirt tied up at the top?
Yeah,
But
facts.
But everybody was like, the Isley Brothers had guns on them, no. So you
facts.
Like,
it was
you
gangsters,
say
though.
What you
Yeah,
want
it wasn't
about
sweet.
them.
Right, it wasn't sweet. Yeah.
This man got on lace. And he was like,
facts,
they're
like,
going to drape some lace over you after I'm done, sir.
You can play with me if you want to, thinking it's sweet because I got this lace on, boy. Oh, man. But, yeah, you don't want to get shot by a nigga in a crop top. That's not how nobody want to go out. You know what I mean?
Nope. From the 70s and 80s, you have to worry about that. In the 80s, it was the mesh football crop top. You have to worry about
you
that.
get shot by a nigga with a Jerry curl in a crop top like the niggas from House Party.
There's a lot of people from the West Coast that had to deal with that.
Yo, hell no, man. I ain't going out like that, man. I'm gonna just make peace because I don't want to die. They be like, that nigga shot you, man? Hell no. Oh, man.
Crop top dropped.
This shit was funny. Seth and Theory went back and forth. Obviously, Seth has been trolling him for a long time. about, being a young kid, and they go back and forth to some shit. Rollins, Theory says Rollins thought he was the Mountain, but Theory didn't, beat him. So that means he's the pinnacle of professional wrestling. Okay. And has surpassed Rollins. Okay, delusion, maybe. Theory says, Theory said that the Royal Rumble, he'll win, so he's officially declaring himself. And Seth Rollins basically did the same thing. He asked the crowd to sing his song a bunch of times. That's how he does. So they're both going to be in the Royal Rumble. This segment was cool. You know what I mean? Rollins said that, he'll see Theory at the Rumble and called him a kid again, and then, leaves the crutch behind, just laughing at him or whatever. So that was what it was. Then Bobby Lashley music hit right out. Yeah, we got Bobito. We got Roberto. You know what I mean? Who was calling him Roberto? Where the MVP was? MVP was I was like, is that his actual name? Roberto? I'm confused now. I don't know. It sounds like it should be his real name. But yeah, the Bobby Lashley came out and got a massive reception because Bobby Lashley is awesome, of course. And, he walked by Rollins, gave him the little mean mug. And Theory
his name is Roberto, by the way.
It is Roberto. Okay, tight.
Yeah.
That's what's
Franklin
up.
Roberto Lashley.
Oh, that's a sophisticated name, sir. Damn, Franklin Roberto Lashley. That's a good name. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good name. Solid name. Good job by Mr. and Mrs. Lashley. But yeah, Theory warned Lashley not to get in the ring, which makes no sense. But Lashley, obviously he's not scared of Theory because he's half his size, so he got in the ring. And then Lashley ducked a crush shot when Theory swung it at him. I think he hit him with a spear. I can't remember. He ducked he clotheslined him over the top rope is what happened.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And it doesn't matter who's in the Royal Rumble. He's going to win it. And yeah, that's what Lashley said. So he can't wait to manhandle everyone. So we'll see. That was good mic work by Austin Theory. What'd you think?
No, I agree.
He's coming to his own, right?
Yeah, but I always felt he was good on the mic. They just he had to be his character.
Yep.
Having him as, the cowardly guy, that's not him. Turning him back to who he was during his Evolve days, which is like what gravitated people towards him, why John Cena liked him, why Paul liked him, was who he was in Evolve. So they're just turning him back to that guy, the cocky guy that knows I am that good.
Facts. And he got the beard going, you know what I mean? The muscles is popping. Like he looks more and more like a superstar every time he pops up on TV. The United States title looks good on his shoulder. He just really reminds me of a young Randy Orton, man. Like he always has. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? You've been watching this channel, you already know. Laylo's been the advocate, you know what I mean? A heavy advocate of Austin Theory since the very beginning. You know what I mean? I've always enjoyed his work since NXT. And you could just look at somebody and tell that they're going to be a star. It was kind of like when you saw John Cena first come around. Maybe not even when he went up against Kurt Angle in that promo. It was like, man, your outfit is whack. Your haircut is terrible, but you got something. You know what I mean? You could just tell. Randy Orton, you could just look at him and tell he was going to be a fucking star. It's just certain people you could tell. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's definitely one of those people. So looking forward to seeing what happens with all these guys in the Rumble and what stories they come out. But looking like he's going to be facing John Cena, which means he's probably not going to win the Royal Rumble. After that, Candice LeRae got destroyed by Rhea Ripley. She had like a little flurry of a bunch of punches in the corner at first. That was cute. But then Rhea Ripley said, okay, you mosquito, I'm going to step on you now. And she beat the dog shit out. Rhea Ripley just manhandled her, man. It was what it was. I enjoyed the match because they're both really good wrestlers. Candice LeRae's a really good wrestler. You know what I mean?
I forgot to say, Nikki Cross was in the background during the Candice LeRae thing.
That's right. Forgot about that. She was back there just being weird. She was just there. Just there. So
She's ready to jump
match.
off something because they're gonna have a hardcore match.
Oh, yeah,
that's their specialty. That's their specialty. They're gonna jump off some shit.
Yeah, they
and hit each other with chairs and throw each other to a sea of chairs. So
everybody there,
it's coming.
I mean, well, we've seen it. Hardcore matches are really good, no DQ matches from Sasha and other people, but yeah, these two, that's kind of their thing. Candice LeRae, especially Candice LeRae. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
she don't mind bleeding.
Yeah, she'll do
She
all
took
that
the
crazy
super
shit.
kick full of dumb text to the
Yeah,
face.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
That's her claim to fame.
Whew. Yeah, that's vicious.
And her getting the lung blower by Cedric Alexander.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
her tossing her like 60 feet in the air.
Yeah, yeah, she's a tough son of a bitch, man. So, shout out to Candice LeRae. Hopefully, she starts getting some dubs because it feels like they brought her back and just made her a mid card like loser. So, hopefully, they figure out something to do with her because she's really
I
talented.
think they're gonna make her a Final Four for the Royal
that
Rumble.
would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome if they did that. She deserves it at this point. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I don't want to say she deserves it. Nobody deserves anything. But you know, I feel like she'd be a good person to be in the Final Four. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae. You could throw a little wild card in there like Nikita Lyons or fucking Zoe Stark or somebody from NXT or something just to give NXT some shine. I think that's always a good idea in a match like the Royal Rumble.
Why you say Bianca in the Royal Rumble? You saying she's losing the belt?
I said Bianca. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. She's already champion. I'm sorry.
What are you trying to say, sir?
They're fighting for a chance to fight her. I'm tripping. Yeah. So but maybe somebody else. Maybe Becky in the Final Four. Yeah, Becky in the Final Four with Rhea, of course, because they've been having their little stare downs and shit. So that just makes too much sense. Then one of them eliminate the other, and then you got the story for maybe after WrestleMania or for a story for WrestleMania, because neither one of them are holding the title. And if neither one of them wins, maybe somebody else wins, even though I feel like Rhea Ripley's going to win. But maybe somebody else wins, and then those two can have a feud. There's a lot of possibilities, man. A lot of possibilities in both Rumble matches, so I'm looking forward to them. After that, Byron Saxton caught up with Bobby Lashley again backstage, and that's when MVP pulled up. And Lashley was like, bitch, I don't like you. I don't like you, and I wants to kill you. So MVP like, whoa. Relax. Relax. Remember when it was good? Remember. Like the member berries. Remember? Yeah. Remember? Remember? I watched too much South Park. I'm sorry.
Remembers.
Right. I watched too much South Park. But he's like, yeah, so he's working with, he told I'm getting Sheldon and Cedric back on their shit. Yeah, even though they lost the same night. But anyways, he's getting them back on their shit. You know what I mean? So he feels like we should it's best when they was all on the same side and things were good. And Lashley's like, bitch, I still want to punch you in your face. Like, I remember it was just a few months ago when you was trying to hurt me. It just happened. You brought a giant and you tried to have him squash me. I haven't forgot. But it was a good interaction, man. Like the chemistry these guys have is undeniable. The Hurt Business should still be a thing, and I'm happy for one that they're putting them back together because that's definitely what this looks like it's leading to. So the Hurt Business is best for business, man. Yeah. That's definitely probably one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to in the future WWE coming months. We got Money in the Bank, obviously being done in London, which I think is an awesome idea.
Pounds in the bank. Pounds in the bank.
Hey, I like that. Hey, bars. You know what I mean?
Euros in the bank. Let's go.
You know what I mean? So that's going to be held in London, England, which is obviously a great idea after the result we just got from Clash at the Castle. I think WWE doing pay-per-views abroad is a genius idea. It sucks for U.S. fans who don't get to see those pay-per-views, but shit, we get all the rest of them. You know what I mean? So stop bitching.
Yeah, and people have to fly over here for it. So
exactly, and they do.
I wouldn't mind flying out to another country.
I was thinking the same thing.
So.
I would love to go to a WrestleMania in fucking the UK or Australia or someplace I've never been. I've been to the UK, but I've never been to fucking Australia or Africa. They ain't gonna do it in Africa. Let's be serious. But you know what I mean? Someplace like that. I would love that. So yeah, I'm not against that. Then we had a Cody Rhodes, long ass Cody Rhodes video package, just talking about him battling back from injury and how he was scared, and you know what I mean, when he did that fucking man, that match was so epic. My favorite match of 2022, hands down. No, it's like I know there was a bunch of other good matches, but Cody versus Seth Rollins it was a movie. I
Because you
was
have the
watching a movie.
realism factor to
Yeah,
that.
it's like shock and awe, and it's just like I was horrified. My jaw was on the floor the entire match because I'm like, why is he doing this? What are they paying him? It's like, this doesn't seem necessary. Just wait, your arm's gonna fall off. But they did the whole story and how tough that was, and talking about him making his comeback. So that was cool. Then we had some shit with Kathy Kelly being backstage with Dolph Ziggler, and he's still focused on being the best. I'm sorry. Sounds crazy. And he wants some payback, and that's what Mustafa Ali. Man, talk about mid-card mania. It's just like, what the fuck is happening on my TV screen? Why are all these people who are never going to get pushed to do anything significant on my screen
the
at the same
national
time?
football game was on.
Oh, that's what it was. They was like,
Yes.
fuck this shit. We mailing it in tonight. I forgot about
Yes.
that. I totally forgot about that fucking game. And the game melded in. The game was terrible. Raw was terrible. I don't want to say Raw was terrible. It was just boring. It was really boring. But Ziggler and
I will say this:
go ahead.
Ziggler, Mustafa Ali. I would not mind seeing them as a tag team. That's going to be the most selling tag team of all time.
Which
Ultimate
means
Sell.
they're just gonna lose a lot. They're just gonna get beat up a lot because they look good.
No, but they're
doing it.
also
You know
good
what I mean?
enough. Like when you put two mid-carders together, they can eventually win a tag team championship. That's kind of how it works. It's like when
There's
two solo
already too
wrestlers-
many tag teams. Damn it. I don't want to see a makeshift tag team win. Give the belts to Sheldon and Cedric. Damn it. Give the belt to Alpha Academy. Give the belts to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn eventually. Like, there's so many actual tag. I refuse to say that I want to see that they're great wrestlers. No, it's not as a tag team.
Yes.
They don't even match.
Can you
I'm sorry.
imagine? No, they will match. Can you imagine what their finisher is gonna be? It'll be some crazy shit.
Oh my
'cause
God,
both
man.
of
It's gonna
them.
be a 450 splash into a super kick. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a 450 super kick. I don't know how they're gonna execute it, but it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a 450 zigzag. He gonna do a 450 and grab somebody on the way
Or
down.
the
and zigzag
famous
him.
sir and the 450 at the same time.
Right, exactly. It's gonna be something like that. You know what I mean? But no, I don't want to see that. But it
happening.
is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's
These
happening.
guys. Solo was warming up back there. I think he's about to kill Dolph Ziggler later. And then we had a Bronson Reed hype package a couple weeks late because they definitely should have done this before he showed up. But hey, he's here now. They're doing it now. Let's just move on. And then The Miz walked up to Byron Saxton, or because Bronson Reed was being interviewed, and Byron was like, so, yeah, what's going on with you and The Miz? And Miz pulled up like, no, I got this, Byron. The Miz, it's because, he saw me in barrel, and he wanted to. And Bronson's like, hey, bitch, I only helped you because you paying me, and you gonna keep paying me. You ain't getting no motherfucking help. Understood? So that's basically what it was. He called Miz out because, he's basically doing the same thing he did with Dexter Loomis.
For hire.
Then
Everybody's for hire. That's
I
all the Miz
just-
does.
I just saw
The
this.
Miz is
I
going to
just-
end up having
just saw
trouble
this
with
story.
Maurice because
Just-
she's going to be like, can you stop spending money?
Right.
and
I'm
just
looking
fight
at
these
our
people?
I'm looking at our books, babe. I'm looking at our books.
How many wrestlers do you have on the payroll?
So,
I see Tommaso Ciampa.
yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers we're
She's going
paying.
to ban him from going to NXT.
Right.
Like, you can't watch it in the house.
No more
You can't go
NXT
to the
for you.
performance center. Because every time you look at NXT, you paying for
We get
somebody
a
to
new
come
wrestler.
up here.
It's like you get your spouse the credit card and shit. They always spit it. It's only for emergencies now. And every time you look at the bill, what the fuck is this?
But Maurice, it is an emergency.
It's like, no, it
Maurice
ain't.
is coming after me. That's your fault.
Like,
Sucks
you're a
better not
wrestler.
money.
Fight him yourself.
That's where your other paycheck comes from, Miz.
Right. Oh, man. Hilarious, yo. But yeah, Solo and Dolph had a match. Dolph sold a lot and got his ass beat. The end.
Yeah. Yo, the Samoan drop into the Umaga thumb joint.
Oh, yeah, that was
Great
sick.
sell,
Yeah,
Dolph.
Yeah, that was
Dolph
sick.
just died and just
Yeah.
beautiful. Just
Yeah, Dolph is. I mean, when it comes to sell, he's
greatest
the
seller of
Shawn
all time.
Michaels. Yeah, he's like up
Greatest
there
seller
with
of all
Shawn.
time.
He's
going
not
to the
many
Hall of
people.
Fame just for him selling. Even though he has some memorable moments, it's really because of the selling.
The selling and that cash in, that money in the
Yeah.
bank cash in, those are his two biggest claim to fames, man. He can make anybody look good in the ring. You know what I mean? So, obviously Solo is already good, so it just makes him look even better. That was definitely a dope finish, though.
They're gonna fight
with the
again.
Samoan Spike. Yeah. This
Because it
isn't over.
was good, and WWE, when something's good,
Run it
we're gonna
back.
run it back. It's gonna happen on SmackDown. They're running it back on SmackDown.
Yeah, I
calling
wouldn't
it
be
now.
surprised. Wouldn't be surprised.
And also, they're gonna go. Nobody watched Raw, so run it back.
Right. So then we got the best thing on the show by far. It was a landslide when it comes to what the best thing on the show was. Because Viva la Raza. My man, damn, why ain't I wear a flannel? I should have put on a flannel and buttoned
Flannel
it
and a
at the top.
bandana.
Damn it, yeah, I could have done that too. Damn it. But yeah, he came out with Judgment Day. The old Judgment Day came out for Miz TV. Miz was already in the ring, and before that, we did see Meechin walk up to Bailey, call her a cheater. Then she got her ass beat by all of Damage Control. Yeah, that was that.
Yeah,
but
she was like, this ain't 1-on-1 no more. We done wrestling.
Right. The match is over, bitch. You getting jumped. It's like, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to talk shit.
Got me while you was in the ring.
Right. Exactly. She ain't played them cards right. But yeah, so Dom and Judgment Day are coming out. Dom is walking towards the ring looking like a mix of Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio without the mask, and Conan. He had all vibes from all of them.
He did the Vato pose. He did
the jail pose. I was like, no. The number one jail pose. That was the number one jail pose from like all the 80s gangsters. Like they always, I was like, this dude.
Surprised he didn't walk like this to the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, what's up? Throwing up gang signs and shit. They was like, that's too much, Dom. That's too much. No gang signs on TV.
Unless you Stokely Hathaway.
Oh man, right.
You saw his promo, right?
No, which one?
Stokely Hathaway.
No.
Who's he talking? I can't remember who he was talking to, but he ended it with Sue Woo because they're going to be in at Los Angeles. Oh, he was talking about Jungle Boy. He was like, "I see you in L.A., Sue Woo," and that's how he ended it.
Yo, he wild. He wild for that. All right, he wild for that. All right, damn. Maybe there's more to Stokely Carmichael, or whatever his name is than we thought. That's crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I wonder if he's actually affiliated. That's interesting. Now I got to do some research. But this Miz TV episode was hilarious.
Whoa.
What happened?
We got some breaking news, sir.
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
Let me do some diligence real quick. Okay. Host from The Ringer, big WWE news. Stephanie McMahon is out. Gave her resignation today.
Oh my
God! After Dad returned.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No way. No way. Oh my God. What? Wait a minute. Oh my God. Bro, did Stephanie McMahon really just leave the company? She don't even want to fuck with her own dad, bro. Oh my God.
It's on her Twitter now. It says, Dear WWE Universe, about 8 months ago.
No, don't read this physics. You know what this means. Oh my God, no. This is
we gotta give people the news.
This is a nightmare
Live now.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Right. Dear WWE Universe, about 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence, and within a few weeks, unexpectedly had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as the co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO, Nick Khan.
No.
Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as Chief Content Officer, I am confident WWE is in a perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such a strong position that I have decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation.
Oh
I look forward
no!
to cheering
Oh
on
no!
WWE from the
Oh
other side
no!
of the business where I started when I was a little kid as a pure fan. I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars, and our fans, and I'm grateful to all of our partners. Thank you for everything. Then, now, forever, together, Steph. So, yeah, that just happened.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh man. This is just getting sadder and sadder by the fucking minute. Like this is a reality that I didn't think was gonna be I was gonna have to deal with so soon. Um I am terrified for Triple H. I'm terrified for William Regal. I'm terrified for so many people. If Stephanie doesn't want to be there, if Stephanie doesn't want to be, that's her fucking father. It's like his sperm created her. She don't even want to be around him. Why would anybody want to do business with this motherfucker? Anybody. My mind is blown. I feel like Stephanie was like, I'm not going to be on your side. I know you think that because I'm here, I'm going to be voting with. Like, she's a woman. And this dude's accused of multiple sexual assaults. How does she look supporting him even though it's her father? You know what I mean? It still looks crazy if she's supporting him. So I totally understand, like, this is a sad day, bro. I grew up with fucking Stephanie McMahon. Like, literally. We're damn near the same age, I think. You know what I mean? And you know, I watched her for the beginning, from the first time she was in fucking WWE. She's like 3-4 years older than me, because I remember when I was in high school, she was a little bit older. I was like, oh, she's hot. But yeah, it's like, bro, this is sad, man. This is sad, bro. Stephanie McMahon.
Nick Khan is the sole CEO of WWE now.
Bruh.
So, let the song begin.
Bruh. This is, I don't even.
Because that's technically why they brought Nick Khan in. They brought Nick Khan in to sell WWE. So, now he's sole CEO.
How is Triple H going to stay? Like, how is he going to stay? I know he loves that job. And him quitting would look crazy. It would just look like Tony Khan just like drove a fucking stake through his heart or some shit. But I feel like him and Nick could still do some things. But how does he stay there? Like, he knows what his father-in-law is accused of. Like, they gonna be in business meetings doing business deal. Like, the board members don't want to deal with him. His own family members, Shane, don't like his ass. You know what I mean? Clearly, Stephanie got issues with him. His fucking wife don't like him. You know what I mean? Because he's a cheating piece of shit. Like, he's not, bruh. He's the most toxic person of all fucking time, bruh. He's definitely man. Stephanie McMahon is quitting professional wrestling, bruh. Soon as this motherfucker come back. 48 hours after this bitch-ass old fucking wrinkled fart returns his ass to the fucking boardroom, Stephanie McMahon is like, peace, I'm out. That's enough. Nope, I'm good. Clearly, it was a unanimous, Stephanie's on the board. It was unanimous that everybody on the board thought that it was a good idea for Vince to stay his ass at home. And Vince was like, fuck all y'all, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? Clearly, Stephanie McMahon was one of those people. Clearly, she's not feeling the fact that her dad is back. You know what I mean? She could put out whatever little nice sentimental message that she want to put out. And I love the WWE. Stephanie, we love you too. You've been nothing but fucking awesome since the first day you showed up in pro wrestling. That's hands down. She's probably buried a couple wrestlers that couldn't get over after she smacked them in the face. And she probably got away with some shit but that's why she was such a good heel. She could smack a motherfucker in the face and they couldn't do anything because she was their boss. That's what made her a great heel. She was awesome when she was doing all the ministry stuff. And even when she, letting people talk about her boobs, the shit with Chris Jericho is fucking legendary. You know what I mean? So Stephanie has always made herself a joke, put herself on the fucking, forefront to take all the shots from all the wrestlers. You know what I mean? And maybe anyways, no disrespect. But, she's always been involved. And she, married a wrestler, Triple H. They become this big-ass power couple in the world of business, not just professional wrestling, but in the world of business. People know Triple H and Stephanie as a power couple, power business couple. And for a half of that couple to just be like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this dude. You know what I mean? This guy who's coming in and just doing this hostile takeover. It's pretty, that's jaw-dropping shit, bro. Like, that's
It was
wow.
reiterated to Sean Ross Sapp that Triple H is still CCO, heading up talent and live events, despite Stephanie McMahon resigning.
For now. Just like William Regal is employed for now. Just like Hit Row and Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae and Michin and all, they're all there for now. But we clearly see what the fuck is happening, bro. This man is like, I don't like what the fuck y'all was doing. This is what y'all so you think it was a good idea to just immediately undo all the things that I've done the last couple of years, prepare to sell this company? All right, I'll fix it all. Don't worry. Women's wrestling, yeah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Stephanie probably like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm out, bitch. Peace. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you want to give the women's wrestlers 3 minutes on the show again that don't matter and, you know what I mean, make them fodder for, the guys wrestling? It's like, all right. Like, they've done too much. You know what I mean? And WWE is clearly, they'll go work with a fucking government that is known for murdering people, innocent humans, before they'll, you know what I mean, take care of the things that they have in-house. And at this point, it's just disgusting. It's a shit show. I think Gruss said the IWC is going to burn. The IWC isn't going to burn, but WWE might. I think we're headed for a place where wrestling, WWE specifically, is not going to be recognizable to what we've known over the last 30, 40 years. What's your thoughts right now, Fizz? I'm hot, honestly. I'm hurt. I'm hurt and I'm mad. You know what I mean? It's like,
should it be
Stephanie,
recognizable for the last 30, 40 years? Because that's Vince territory. We got to change it. So,
that's true.
I just, like I said earlier, I just want them to sell and not have Vince be a part of it at all. So,
yeah,
if we could sell and just get Vince out, I'll be happy. That's
It'd
all
be
I really
fine.
care about at
Yeah.
this moment.
It's just so much fucking, what do you call it? Just so much like people left in his wake, like casualties of war. It's just so many people being affected by just this one person, bro. This one person whose ego is so large and who is so just maniacal, just evil, that he can't just be like, you know what? It's better for everybody if I just go play golf. It's better for literally everybody. Maybe I won't be as happy because I don't get to be in control, but it's better for multiple people and no one else will be upset or hurt. And so I'm just go play golf. You know what I mean? So I don't have to be the most hated
It
man
is
in wrestling.
announced. WWE Board of Directors unanimously elects Vince McMahon executive chairman of the board.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Vince McMahon. VKM, Vinnie Mac. Fuck you. I don't like you. I think you're a piece of shit. I'm sure that most people agree. Shout out to those board members who are panderers. Stephanie McMahon was probably the only one who was like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out. I don't need it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's my dad. You know what I mean? But yeah, so she probably really know what the fuck he be up to. You know what I mean? Low key. You know what I mean? So, it's, man, fuck this company, man. And not the whole company. Like, I still care about the wrestlers. Obviously, there's backstage personnel, all different things like that. But, man, fuck everything when it comes to Vince McMahon and all his little minions and whatever board members is sucking his
And you
penis right
know,
now. This shit is
and,
whack.
and it's very interesting. All this is happening with Royal Rumble coming up, and of course the road to WrestleMania.
It's
'Cause
like
that man
right
does not want
now.
to miss WrestleMania. He does not want to miss
Nah,
WrestleMania.
not without he started, recreated WrestleMania is why wrestling is what it is today. Period. Point blank. That's it. The idea, the creation of WrestleMania is why professional wrestling is as big. It's why I got the, 10, 11, 12 million people watching in the Attitude Era. Is why it's as commercially popular as it is now. It's all because of WrestleMania. That idea of WrestleMania that Vince McMahon himself, him alone, came up with and created. Give him all the credit in the world for that. Fuck out my face, Vince. I don't need to see you no more. It's over. It's done. You did a great thing. But he's just like, nah, I created this shit. Y'all not gonna do it without me. Like, it's mine. Like, how you think you're gonna do my shit without me? Like, kiss my ass.
BR Wrestling said this is Stephanie McMahon. Magic Johnson on his last day when he said, I ain't gonna be here. So basically, she's out.
Wow.
So
Wow.
this isn't business as usual.
I am in fucking shock. I am horrified. I'm gonna have to chop this clip out and upload it separately because obviously this is super breaking news. I don't even know if I want to talk about the rest of Monday Night Raw. Like, there's nothing as significant. There was a tag team turmoil gauntlet match thing that didn't make the Street Profits look the best. The OC lost to
Well, Angelo Dawkins looked great.
Angelo Dawkins looked great. Yeah, I mean, I'm just mad they lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, everybody looked great in it. I think
everybody looked great
as far
when it
as
came to
match
wrestling.
wise. It was the best match.
And they kept switching the babyface and heel dynamics between the teams.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like, some babyface teams were doing heel stuff, some heel teams were doing babyface stuff because Alpha Academy played babyface at one point.
We want Otis chance.
Yeah, we got the Worm. He had a crazy hot tag. Like, the crowd went nuts when he came in. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I thought they were the bad guys. But they were in there with the Judgment Day getting their ass kicked. So, everybody loves,
And then Dom had to go in.
You know what I mean?
Because Finn got hurt because of Otis.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So they ended up cheating. Dom got hit the schoolboy roll up. They was fighting the Street Profits at that point. The last match was against the Street Profits, right? Yeah. They ended up getting a roll up on Montez or whatever, and he had his foot. Dom put his foot on the ropes. Fucking Rhea Ripley held his feet. So it's a bunch of cheating. It was a big scandal. But now we got two heel factions going up against each other for the Raw Tag Team Championships. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Judgment Day to win those Tag Team Championships because it just makes too much sense. You know what I mean? They should definitely have the titles because they're killing it right now. And then you got two heel factions with titles. It just makes sense. It'll be more entertaining. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It all makes
Shout
sense.
out to Dom knowing exactly what Martha Stewart feels like.
Yeah.
That
was hilarious. Yeah, I didn't even talk about the promo. Fuck, my bad, bro. I guess I'm still frazzled by Stephanie McMahon quitting. Like, I'm floored right now, honestly. But yeah, the promo was hilarious because Vince asked Dom to tell him what he's been through. And he was like, yo, I was on the inside. And when you got to fight and you don't know when your next meal coming in, I was like, yo, what the fuck? He was so sincere. And the Miz is like, motherfucker, you was locked up for like 12 hours. And Damian Priest like, bitch, what? Say it again. Say it again. And they was about to beat the Miz's ass before the match started. So if you haven't seen anything on Monday Night Raw, that's the one thing I would go back and check out. Everything else you can miss. But the Gauntlet match and that Dom Mysterio promo were definitely fucking hilarious. I can't. That promo was hilarious, and the Gauntlet match was really good. So that was that. What else we have after that? What do we have after that? That was it. There was
the match
happened
happened.
at the. Nothing
Tag
happened.
team
at the end.
turmoil, and then we had the
the face
standoff
off.
between Judgment Day.
That's what I was thinking about.
Usos.
Yeah. So the Usos and Judgment Day stood faced off at the top of the ramp. So that was cool. So we'll see that next Monday. That's happening next week. Not saving that for the Rumble, which I think might be a mistake. That will be a dope Royal Rumble match, but whatever. So it is what it is. That was Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, as
Let me
long as
really
Dom doesn't run into Roman Reigns, he'll be okay. Because remember last time he got power bombed outside the ring by Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. He got fucked up. Hold on, let me pull up my calculator. All right. So promos and backstage segments. It was a lot of blah. The MVP stuff was cool with Bobby Lashley, and obviously Dom Mysterio was pretty good. So I'll go with 3.75. What do you think?
I agree.
Cool. Now, as far as the matches are concerned, obviously Mia Yim and Bailey, and we had a couple good women's matches, Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae. Obviously the gauntlet match went that was like 45 minutes to an hour. It felt like it definitely took up a lot of time. So what'd you think
Yeah,
of
it
the
was the
wrestling?
whole hour.
It was the whole hour, whole third hour. Okay.
Yeah, it started like right at the third hour, so
Oh,
it was like,
okay.
yo, we're
Tight.
about to run the whole thing.
That's what's up.
Wrestling, I would say the last two matches were the best, with the tag team turmoil and Solo Sikoa versus Dolph Ziggler.
Oh yeah.
Those were the worthy things. Everything else, they were good, but they were kind of paint by numbers, and you kind of knew where we were going with those. So I lean more towards like a 3.25 for that.
Yeah, good call. Storytelling. We had the
They didn't
Bray
do much
Wyatt
tonight.
stuff. Yeah, we had the Bray Wyatt stuff, but that didn't go anywhere. It's basically the same shit, except for Alexa Bliss is there this time, and that's pretty much it. What else story-wise?
Tag
Austin
team turmoil
Theory
was the most story that happened. And I mean,
yes.
that's bloodline stuff. Bloodline's usually involved with the storyline throughout the
Yeah.
night. So
Bloodline is the savior of these shows, like when it comes to storytelling. Like it's a story that has layers to it, so you can always, pull 15 minutes of it, and spread it across the TV show to make the show seem like it was entertaining when, it's really just the bloodline that's entertaining. I would give storytelling probably 3 blunts for last
I would
night.
go like a 2.75.
All right,
I'll
I'm
go
down
under
for that.
3.
Yeah, I agree. I was trying to be nice. Commentary.
Your boy Corey was going off last night, especially when Don came out, when he said he was out on bail, fresh out of jail.
Yeah. Out on bail, fresh out of jail. He definitely was on one last night. Kevin Patrick still sucks. Yeah, I mean, so
He was getting better last night.
he seems like he's getting more comfortable, but his voice, I hate it so much. And that's not like it's not like because he's Irish or anything. It's so thin. His voice he sounds like a kid, like half the time. It's like, how did this dude get this fucking job? His voice does not sound cool or get me excited for anything. Like, it's like,
You know
no
what happens?
comparison to
Michael
Michael
Cole's
Cole.
like, that's what they used to say about me when I first started.
That's a good point. And he's brand new, so I'd probably give him a break. I'm being hard on him, I know. What would you give commentary for a blunt rating?
I give it a 3.
3, cool, that works. And the crowd last night was dead as fuck for pretty much everything except for Otis. Yeah, I mean,
yes.
So, that was pretty much the only thing that they got hyped for was Otis. Yeah, I mean, that hot tag was crazy. But everything else, they was fucking dead. It was like nobody was there. It sounded like they were piping in crowd noise half the time when there was noise. But yeah, I give the crowd 2.5 blunts just because they were there. You know what I mean? So let me total this up. We got 3.75 plus 3.25 plus 2.75 plus 5.5 equal. Yeah, we're gonna get. Yeah, that's a 3.05. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a bronze blunt. Didn't quite reach a silver blunt, and it wasn't a silver blunt show. It was definitely a bronze blunt show. But Monday Night Raw, obviously they were competing with the national championship, which was also a fucking disaster. So neither program was good. So we could have been watching fucking a movie instead of this shit. But this is crazy. Obviously, the news with Stephanie leaving is the biggest thing that we're gonna hear about. I just expect more crazy fucking news to be coming out of this story. I don't think this is over by any stretch of the imagination. Wow.
Also,
Wow.
it appears that minority shareholders are considering a breach of fiduciary duty lawsuit against Vince McMahon and other WWE directors. A PW insider source involved with
This
an
is messy.
existing suit regarding Vince's NDA allegation says a complaint is coming.
This is
So
messy. This is
it
too
might not be
messy.
good for Vince either way. So
Yeah, it's not gonna be. They already said, bro, we got more shit on you, bruh. Stay the fuck home. We know what you did. Stay home. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna stay home. I'm Vince McMahon. I get past anything. What are they gonna say? Look at the stuff they cheered for on TV. Yeah, motherfuckers, we teenagers. You know what I mean? It's a different world 25 years later, bitch. Like, welcome to 2023, Vince. Like, sorry, it's a little bit different. Like, some of it's weird, I agree, but the shit you be doing, like, it's still not okay to sexually assault people. It never will be. So, what the fuck are we doing here? Why is he allowed to come back and do these things? It's so crazy. Fuck, man. Go away. He got people like the whole board gonna sue. They threatened him with a lawsuit when they sent the first letter. Bitch, we don't want to sue you. So just stay home. Please stay home. Stop bringing the drama. Everybody else like, we don't want no smoke, Vince. Let's just do this easy, man. Everybody, you stay home. The company is okay. We'll do things right. And you just say, man, just collect your bag. We'll sell the company. You'll get stupid rich for the last few years of your life. So you can pass the money down to your kids, your grandchildren, whoever the hell you want to pass it down to. It's just like, I don't understand. Like, what is Vince gonna do with all these billions of dollars that he's gonna sell WWE for? The man's like 1,000 years old, bro. You ain't gonna be around forever, my guy. You can't take it with you. I don't understand. You're gonna pass to Stephanie and Triple H. All right. I mean, okay, they get your money. Like, that's cool, but clearly you don't even fuck with him like that. So it's man, I don't understand these people, man. I just don't understand these people. I just never will. Maybe I don't make enough money to like be able to register being able to be that evil. You know what I mean? It's like that's just another level of, you know. I guess you got to be that way to get that kind of money most of the time. You know what I mean? It's not like we hear a lot of great things about billionaires, but this is just sad, man. This is really sad. This is Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie, oh man. I'm about to talk to her like I fucking know her personally, but this sucks, man. Big fan of Stephanie McMahon. What she's done for women's wrestling has been awesome. What she did with the Women's Revolution was awesome. You know what I mean? You know, bringing women to the forefront, getting women the opportunity to show off more than just the TNA. You know what I mean? When it came to pro wrestling, you know, and it just sucks because now who's gonna push for that in WWE? She was the driving force behind making sure that the women's wrestlers.
the only other one is Triple H.
Yeah, it's just him now. It's just him now by himself trying to fend. He doesn't have Stephanie, who was probably in the middle of a lot of fights between Triple H and Vince. Let's just be clear. Like I'm pretty sure that happened a bunch of times where she was just caught in the middle. She don't know whether to side with her husband or her father. And that's a real awkward situation to be in. So I understand why she just would be like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm gonna just go be a wife and a mom and take care of my family. Probably wants to raise all her babies. They're still young. She wants to be a mom. The job that she's doing is extremely demanding. So I get it. I totally get it. But I feel like if Vince wasn't coming back, none of this would be happening. She would still be coming to work. Everything would it would be what it was. I can't even like move I'm like frozen in shock. I want to like start searching and Googling stuff, but I'm just like, it really feels like a family member just died. This is crazy, man. This is nuts. What do you guys think in the chat, man? I see we done had 9, 10, 12 people in here the whole time, man. I appreciate everybody watching on Twitch and YouTube. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We're live 2-3 times a week, man, talking about pro wrestling, reviewing Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite when we can. So, appreciate all you guys for watching, showing love, man. This is, I definitely need to smoke. I definitely need to smoke now. This is, whew. I don't even know what to say, Physics. I am legit I'm floored. This is happening too fast, my guy. It's really happening too fast. It's just like
It's
a
the road to
snowball going.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, bro. It's the road to WrestleMania. It's like I was pressed to I was about to overpay for a fucking WrestleMania ticket. I don't even think I want to go no more. Honestly, Triple H might be fired by then, my nigga. We might be getting a full Vince McMahon. We might be getting fucking Tyson Fury versus Amos. We gonna get Austin Theory versus Logan Paul. We gonna get we getting Roman Reigns versus, I don't even know. He gonna put Roman Reigns up against Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? we gonna get a full Vince McMahon WrestleMania. WrestleMania has been good under Vince before. I don't even want to act like it hasn't, but y'all know what I mean, man. Nobody wants him to be a part of creative anymore. Ever. Or in him or any of his minions.
You gonna be all right?
I'm gonna be all right, man. Are you you realize the significance of this, right? Like, this is
Yep.
like everything could start to crumble after this, bruh. His daughter said, "Fuck, you're cool, you cool, you're cool. Fuck you, Dad. I'm out." You know what I mean? It's like, who's gonna defend him if his own family won't? And she can make up all the reasons in the world why she's leaving the company, but we know why she's leaving the company. The timing isn't coincidental, motherfucker. They just named him today. You just said that he's officially been voted back as the CEO and chairman of the board. Like, Stephanie ain't trying to be no parts of that. You know what I mean? So why would people want to who's going to buy the company and make Vince head of creative? You know what I mean? When his own family don't like him. Neither of his kids want to fuck with him. You know what I mean? He's got mad sexual assault allegations pending. Like, oh, man. Anyways, man. Anyways. Whew. Wow. Wow. I am absolutely floored right now. And it is what it is. I'm sure there'll be more about this. I'm going to chop this up and upload this video in a couple hours before I head back to the casino, play some poker. But man, this change. Whoa, I feel like I got lightheaded. This is weird. This is like the end of a fucking another. Like, what the fuck man? This is affecting me in a weird way. I feel sad. I feel genuine sadness. That Stephanie McMahon is just like a fan, like me now. She's not like running WWE. She did so much good, man. Like, she did. The only thing we ever complained about with Stephanie is that she slapped wrestlers in the face and never got any comeuppance. It went men and women, not just men wrestlers, women wrestlers too. She beat up on TV and nobody ever beat her up back because she was the boss. So it's like,
I mean, she got stunned and
she did get stunned.
pedigreed.
Yeah, but come on, those are
super kicked.
Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. They gonna get theirs off on Stephanie. You know what I mean, Triple H.
She got the walls of Jericho put on her before.
Yeah. Only certain people. But if you like, you know what I mean, Dean Ambrose or somebody, Roman Reigns, she smack you in the face.
RKO.
And
She got RKO.
Yeah, she got RKO'd and made out with. Same damn time. You know what I mean? So she got sexually assaulted live on TV. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the fuck? She probably, my dad made me do it. I ain't even want to do it. Oh, man. But shout out to Stephanie, man. Big Stephanie McMahon fan. Love everything that she's did for pro wrestling, man. This sucks in a major, major way. This absolutely sucks. I'm gutted. I think that, this is great for AEW. That, it's like, we can't just have peace in the wrestling world, Fizz. Why can't we just have peace, my guy? AEW's been chaos all of 2022.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
I mean, but it wasn't just WWE. AEW was literally since All Out, the fallout from All Out, and then the brawl out after All Out. It was like it was big chaos in AEW. Motherfuckers biting each other, dogs losing their teeth, allegedly. You know what I mean? All kind of crazy shit going on. And then we finally calmed the waters. There's words, man, they might be mending fists, man. You know what I mean? Dak's trying to get everybody cool on the same page again. All right, so we not thinking about that no more. Then WWE is like, all right, bitch, I thought y'all was toxic. Take a look at get a load of me. It's like, damn it. I just want to watch wrestling, man. I just want to watch wrestling. I don't even, obviously, I got to talk about the news, but this is too much drama for me, man. This is too much drama. It's too much drama. I just want wrestling. Just even be good wrestling programming, man. If you're not going to be using this shit as storylines, I don't care about it. I don't need to know. I do need to know because I got to report it to people, but I just don't want it to happen. I'm just tired of it. I just want shit to be normal and people to go to work and be happy and not have to deal with all this fucking chaos all the time. It's exhausting. It's good for content. I will say that. It's definitely good for content. But damn it, my blood pressure is high watching this shit, man. Dealing with this pro wrestling world, man. The IWC is in shambles right now. Rocky Winter said, R.I.P. Hit Row. R.I.P. everyone. Triple H brought back. Hey, man. Raw was a snore. Yeah, Raw was whatever, man. What y'all think about this Stephanie shit? The song Highway to Hell is playing right now. Yeah, that sounds about right. The Rock dropped Steph with the rock bottom and people's elbow. Yeah, Rock gonna get his off. Time for Laylo to watch Impact. I'm about to pull a JD on you now. Impact? No, nobody watches Impact. You watch Impact? Nobody watches Impact. Who's on Impact? Nobody watches that shit. Shout out to JD from New York. Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. You got me fucked up. Fizz, did you freeze? Oh, no, I was looking off camera.
Yeah.
He was sitting really still. I thought you All right, I'm going to get out of here. We got things to do, man. We've been on for over an hour and a half. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. I got to edit some videos now and talk about this Stephanie McMahon stuff some more. This is... Any last words, Fizz?
Nope.
All
Gotta
right,
go pick some stuff up. So
all right. Thank you for joining me as always. Good brother on a Tuesday. I think we should do it at 5 o'clock, 5:30 every week, man. What you think? You cool with that?
I agree.
All right. Yeah. I think we should do it around this time. We always get better viewership. It's always more traffic because people ain't at work like they usually are at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on their lunch breaks and shit. We're not disturbing them during their work day. So we'll be seeing y'all, you know what I mean? When me and Fizz rock on the show, we'll be seeing y'all around 5:30, 6 o'clock like we did today. So appreciate you guys watching as always, man. It's been a pleasure. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This show is sponsored by Paris Terrell Clothing Company. You can check us out at paristerrell.com for all of your men's fashion needs. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Appreciate you guys supporting as always, man. And that's it for Mr. HD and the homie PH to the Z. We are out of here. Deuces.